Welcome back, everyone, to part 2 of Roll for Rolls Vailis, week number 12. Since pretty much everyone forgot to do it, everyone marked down 2,850 XP.
Woo!
While you guys are taking a short rest.
I'm doing that right now.
Right now.
Yeah.
What was that? It was 2,000 what?
2,850.
Nice.
For the sake of time as well, unless you guys want to do something specifically in the town, I'd say you guys kind of search around. You don't find any more refugees in the town. Kind of clearing everything out, putting X's on doors just in case somebody was to come back. You guys mount up back on your horses that you had and head back over to Sleep Yard.
Belvedere. Ooh, Belvedere the mini pony.
So you guys make it back into Sleep Yard 3 days later.
Okay. Great.
I'd say about noon.
Okay. So we're back
Yes,
in the
sir.
yard.
Mm-hmm.
Alright, I'm just trying to think of what else we had to do. I know we went to go check out for the refugees. There were none. We stopped a cult. And if I recall, all the thing we're doing now is gonna head to the mountain range, right?
Right.
The diamond.
Mm-hmm.
Pink diamond. Okay. I'm gonna go because I didn't encounter the mayor last time, if I recall.
Right.
He was indisposed. I'm gonna go back to the mayor's office and see if Joseph Smith, if he's around.
Okay.
I'll go with him.
Anyone else going with Axton and Hope?
Yeah, I'll go too.
All right, Vrax
Sure,
goes.
Make it a party.
Yeah, Vespire goes.
Marwin, just stay back if you're coming with us. He doesn't like you.
I am there.
All right. So you make it up to the mayor's house, and the door's open. You see a familiar secretary. It's a little There we go.
Okay. I'm gonna walk in and say, "Hello."
Hi. I gave him your message. He went over there, and
Yeah.
he didn't see you. I'm sorry.
That's okay. We left. I thought we would have been there longer, but duty calls. So, is he available now?
Yes.
May we see him?
Let me make sure. And she stands up and opens up the door and peeks her head in, and some whispering goes on back and forth. You kind of hear Marin's mercenaries. Bob, what's up, Marin's mercenaries are here.
I'm going to take a couple
Set-
of steps closer and see if I can understand her better.
I mean, she's just saying that Marin's mercenaries are around, and they're here. And he says, yes, go ahead and send them on in. So she opens up the door and motions you in.
Alright, I'm gonna head in.
All right. So as you walk into the room, you see a familiar office of the mayor/steward of Sleet Yard. It says, yes, what can I help you with?
I'm fine. We're fine. I just wanted to check in on you and see how you're doing. I know what you've been through was rough, and I
Kind of looks down.
can't.
At
No,
this
it's a
point,
little
I kind of sidestep behind Vrax
Okay.
just to kind of stay out of sight.
Roll stealth.
Shit.
And as he's doing that, says, yes, it's been a little hard, but
I am a ninja.
yeah. So rolling a 25, you're able to kind of dip into the shadow of Vrax and remain hidden as he looks up. It's always hard to lose someone, but I'm okay.
Well, I'm glad to hear it. As as a healer and a man of faith, I just thought it would be, we couldn't have, just couldn't do anything, and I just wanted to make sure that you were all right, and didn't just check in, see if you needed anything.
I appreciate the offer. I'm doing fine. Thank you.
If you do need anything, we're just a few days right away over in Hellbrook. You can always come knocking.
Well, if there's any more disturbances, we know where to look now. Thank you.
And I'm good. I'm gonna leave.
Okay. So
You're
Axton
very
turns.
welcome.
Yeah, I bow to him and I leave.
Silence as he nods to Hope.
And I say you're very welcome, and then like backstep out of the room kind of quickly.
All right, what do you guys want to do?
Yes.
He never knew you were there, and you just
Never
pop
knew.
out. You're welcome.
Yep, exactly.
Well, guys,
Is this snowball gonna melt?
No. I don't know, but I'm telling Vrax, no, that is not going.
Well, then,
Whenever you were
drinks.
inspecting it and kind of feeling the texture of it, it's solid.
Okay.
Like, it feels like a rock, pretty much.
Okay. No, it's not gonna melt.
Then drinks?
I mean, what time? You
Wait,
said it was
what?
noon?
It's noon. Yeah.
Wait, what?
Noon.
Are you speaking the language of my people?
I mean, we can get lunch, sure. I mean, it's noon. There's still plenty of
I
daylight
go over and
left to ride.
slap Axton on the back. Come on, big hero.
Yeah. Well,
What
here's-
hero hasn't had a meg of ale at
Meg of
noon?
Fair. I'm not disagreeing with anything that you're saying.
You're not being very bold right now.
I feel like the bold thing would be to try to stop the dragon that you are indebted to, but that's just me. We are on a mission here
That's none of my business.
to go, rescue, obtain rather this pink diamond from this mine, and it's noon. There's plenty of daylight left to ride. So,
But there's
All
also
right.
plenty of daylight left to drink.
Marwin, I'll tell you what, little guy. When we head back and we deliver this artifact, we'll go get drinks first thing.
no. You know what? We've done good. We defeated a cult that was gonna resurrect an ancient dragon. Fine. Let's go get some drinks. We'll check in on David. We'll see how he's doing. He's a great guy. We like him. We'll see if he even still works there with the tips you guys gave him last time. So, fine. Let's.
The cat's tail. The cat's tail.
Yes, the cat's tail. Let's head to
I
the
have
cat's
it right
tail.
here.
All right.
What about
I
you,
have
Vespire? Are you ready to have your victory drink after shooting an arrow straight through the eye of that creature?
I guess that does mean a celebration is necessary.
Oh,
Let's
you
go.
have no idea.
All right. So you guys leave the
So,
mayor's office and.
We start walking over to the cat's tail to go see David, the bartender.
Alrighty.
David Venice.
Hashtag taking notes.
Yes!
So you arrive. David's there. He puts up his hand. Hey, my favorite customers. Come. First round's on me.
Oh. You know what,
because
David?
they're
I
mixed.
like you more and more. Probably because we've paid enough for a month's worth of
We're gonna give him a year's worth of rent just for a
I'm-
mega ale.
I'm just gonna find a table. And just
Okay.
sit.
I need a mega veil for all of us.
That doesn't exist, but we'll hook you up.
It's a new thing, David. You'll learn.
All right. So you guys gather around, a table, able to sit down there. He brings out drinks for
5
everyone.
megs of ale.
Yeah.
So,
I'm just staring at my drink. I'm not drinking or anything. I'm just looking at it.
Well, while we're all at the table, now that we're here together in a non-harrowing, non-life-threatening situation, which doesn't seem to come by very often for the five of us, I jokingly have brought this up in the past many times when things have gone south that, why am I doing this? Because I barely know any of you, which is especially true about Vespire because we just met him.
But we have night vision goggles, Axton. We're like best friends now.
Marwin, nothing you're saying is untrue.
Don't take this from me.
I'm not taking that from you. I just want to say, like, let's say we do go to fight this dragon tomorrow, or we go to find this diamond tomorrow, and all right, point.
You're looking. You are way up here right now. We're drinking ale,
Yes, I know, but
and I take a big swig of my ale.
good. While he's drinking, I'm going to use as much time as I can to say as much as possible. If we do go to find this diamond tomorrow, and one of us, myself, any of you, don't make it back, I don't know family, relatives, anything to say if we had to lay you to rest. Who do we take you to? Do you have family? I don't know anything about any of you.
I don't think it's important, as important as the goal that we have.
Which is
Well,
drinking ale.
Fair
Marwin
enough.
Axton is bringing up a very fair point.
I'm just saying.
I'm an open book.
All right, well, then here's a question. When I first met you, Vrax, you were, as far as I could tell, a convicted criminal.
Yes.
Yeah, Brax. What did you do?
Wait. Yes.
Well, Marwin's question, I agree. I mean, clearly you've proven yourself, and I trust you with my life enough to have you hit me with a sword when you're swinging at ghosts. So I am curious.
And Axton and
Well-
Marwin, from what you recall, Hope had Axton on a chain as well.
Vrax
Or
on the chain?
Brax.
All right, I'm sorry, had Vrax on a chain as well.
Whoever she wants on a chain.
fanfic.
But yes,
In a loincloth.
that's true.
Axton was.
Well, I'm asking. I know Hope had that, but I'm more curious than Vrax's side of the story, at least at first.
Well, as to how I ended up in prison, it is a bit of a fault of my own. It is conviction of my own. But back in the military of my old clan, I was in charge of the stables. I was in charge of all the creatures that we used for transportation, for war, with and for our clan. Growing up, I was quite attached. I grew very fond of taking care of all the creatures that we had, and war is more or less in my blood rather than in my soul. As you know, because of that, I am also very strong, which is why I was probably chained and handcuffed to be transported by elves and humans. The reason and final straw was after moving to a new city, I discovered the stables of some very important people. Their animals were not taken care of very well. They called to me, they needed my help, and I helped them. The people with lots of power and money did not appreciate me rescuing their creatures away from them, and so I was sent away.
Well, fair enough. It's something that's been itching at the back of my mind since we first met, and I can't say I wouldn't have done the same in the same situation.
And much as being in the wrong place at the right time, with the wrong people, or the right people, it has taught me that Although this situation we're all in together is very strange, and seems to be ever changing very rapidly, it does feel like being at the right place at the right time, right now. Which is why I'm quite happy to wield my sword with the rest of you.
I'll drink to that.
But enough about me.
Cheers.
Well, thank you, Vrax, for sharing.
I stand up from the table and walk over to the bar, and to David.
Marwin's like,
Cool story, bro.
good story, bro.
And
Alright.
I walk over. I walk over to David, and I get another round of ale for all of us.
How
And then
about
I-
carry it
I-
to
Okay.
the table?
And I'm staring at 2 glasses. Are full.
And I toss David 5 gold pieces.
Oh my fuck. What?
Did you say, oh my fuck?
Did.
He hands
Marwin.
you 2
Marwin's
beers
getting less
and
of a grasp of
puts on.
what money
Oh,
is
he
worth.
puts on the 5 beers on a tray and picks it up and walks over to the table, places them down. He notices that Hope hasn't touched hers, but still places it down in front of Hope as well.
Don't worry, David. They'll get drank. They'll get drink.
Nah, I don't care. He
Alright.
walks away.
You know, Marwin, I gotta admit, I saw you playing that instrument when we first met.
Oh God.
What was that?
That instrument is called a bagpipe. It is a creation of a person who took me under and taught me the instrument and how it plays. It's very rare, very, very rare. I only know of 3 in existence.
Well, that explains why I've only ever seen it the one time.
Yes.
You don't want to lose that or ruin it.
No.
I understand.
No. And if it does break, it's very hard to get things for it to fix it or replace it.
So, you seemed relatively eager to just jump on board and head south, not knowing what was going to happen with a criminal and a holy man and a pirate. Why was that?
Well, I mean, you guys were there when I was kind of forcefully shown out the door of the Ocean's Inn. Not really knowing what was happening, so I really had nowhere else to go. And why not? That's ultimately what it is for me.
You know what? I'll drink to that as well.
Hey.
Yeah.
Cheers.
And I'm gonna look at the fact that Hope's not drinking anything, and just looking kind of somber. So I'm gonna just pass my glance over to Vespire and say, "Well, I kind of know why you're here, Vespire, but I feel like when it was consistently, I was actually a little shocked." And I look at Vrax and at Marwin. The mention of you being royalty didn't really seem to interest these guys at all. So,
Yeah, why are you here?
I came with the.
As the waitress comes by and gives
Some
Axton-
random
Yeah,
waitress.
cue the sassy.
that charisma,
Oh,
though, random
it's like
waitresses
that, it's-
coming
it's
right
like
in.
Yeah,
that.
charisma shades just like pop onto my head.
Deal with it.
Gozera never told us with the bartender's long hair.
as David walks over and gives you a kiss on the cheek.
Yeah.
Fortune
Man, am I-
favors
am I-
those
For making me rich.
Am I giving him that much gold? He just walks around kissing people?
Marwin, I thought you were a little more charismatic than me, but
It's because I'm short, Axton. That's why.
I gotcha.
Oh, wish I was a little bit taller. No one picks up on you.
Yes.
Basketball
moving on.
doesn't exist here, so
Yeah.
that's fine. There's no ballers here. So Vespire, we were talking about why.
That sounds fun.
we were
Can
talking
we
about why
play
you were here.
basketball here in the tavern? That would be cool.
Out where?
School you in the yard. Be right back.
Yo. I'm here at the call of help from Axton and one of Axton's friends. It just so happens that she's close to being in line for the throne in Bottom, the northern capital. And I am relatives with her. Hearing Axton needed help, I shot at the chance to fight some strong monsters, so I came down.
Well,
Is it common for members of royalty, relatives of royalty, to be fighting strong monsters? Typically, you're quite reserved.
Yes, but I am not quite what you would call royalty. I spent most of my time out with my father in the woods. It all ended up being because of how far from being crowned that made me not care too much about the courts or any of that political stuff.
yeah, Vrax.
I can relate.
I'm kind of a big deal. Royalties at my beck and call. Oh man, this is really strong. Why am I talking like this? I'm so
Men.
arrogant all of a sudden.
You're blushing, Axton.
I know. David, you wink over at David behind the bar.
You must have done some pretty serious favors, Axton.
What? Well,
You don't want to know, Vrax.
I'll give
There-
Vespire a wink.
Everybody's winking at everybody. David comes over and we're all like, ah. David jumps in. Ah.
Well,
Sorry, I was in the restroom. What did I miss?
another round of drinks.
Hey!
Shots.
What
well,
about you, Axton? You seem like you have a lot of connections in this world. I'm just a prisoner. Marwin is Marwin. I know what Hope was doing.
well, I guess this wouldn't be my first adventure, my first time fighting the forces of evil or anything like that. We traveled around for a while, looking for a long-lost artifact, Timoran artifact. Found myself in the very same tavern where most of us met for the first time, or at least where we met Victor for the first time and Marwin. Got ourselves stuck dealing with kobolds. I met Vespire's relative, Nixera, who at the time, to me, just seemed like a druid. And I met a rogue who was very standoffish, and a very sort of prim and proper paladin, I guess you could say. And we traveled all around, we accidentally let loose, essentially a lich warlord, by accident, completely by accident.
I bet it was a great battle.
It was terrifying. I found myself being the sole one standing, watching my friends fall unconscious before me, and was able to deal the final blow to this lich, and was able to prevent him from returning fully to the material plane. And
Well, that answered my next question. But
We-
did you die?
I did not, but I was able to save all my friends.
But we know people who have.
I will drink to that, sir.
Yes,
Twice. Three
Yes.
times.
a lady. And I drink to that, but yes, it's I find myself searching for that artifact yet again. I heard rumors that it was somewhere down here, and before I knew it, I was fighting a boar and a giant squid, and now they're dragons. So, Lady Luck doesn't always have the most clear path for all of us, but I
True.
follow where she takes me.
Who knows? Maybe one day they'll have a book written about you in a library somewhere that has a secret dungeon in the basement.
One can dream.
That a halfling steps into and summons a dragon. Yeah.
Someone was bound to at some point, Marwin. Might as well be you.
You know, that was the thinking that I had going into it. You might as well just get it out of the way.
Marwin, we know
Get
you
it
don't
over.
think.
No.
Sometimes Our
But-
Lady smiles, other times she laughs out loud.
But in the words of Axton, fortune favors the bold, so I went for it.
That's all one can.
Bold you are, bold you are.
Not very
Marwin.
fortunate, but bold.
Marwin, isn't this the tavern you keep taking Megs from after you're
Yes.
done drinking?
Every time.
Oh,
I think I have two.
Well, regardless,
You got
Marwin.
yes.
Let's.
yes.
I have a special challenge for you, Marwin. Let's see if you can hang on to this one for a while. And then I motion my hand out for his mug that he has,
Can I?
and I just give him like a kind of a reassuring kind of like little smile, like a soft smile.
Someone, you see Vrax giving you
I'm
a...
gonna extend it out to him to.
Okay. I'm gonna take it and I'm gonna use my like dragon claw to try to etch into the mug Marwin's Meg.
While Vrax is attempting to do the etching, I'm gonna again look back to Hope, who's been
Roll... I guess that would be dexterity?
Sure.
so.
How's this gonna come out?
To see if
There
he
we
can
go.
actually spell Marwin.
How's this gonna come out? Dex,
Yeah.
unskilled Dex check. All right, here
Yep.
we go. That's a
Oh.
3. Sorry, I did my best, Marwin.
Marwin,
Anna.
looking at it, I mean, it's written out there, but it looks like some right-handed kindergartner did it left-handed upside down. Like, there's... Like, the E in Meg is, like, backwards. And it doesn't look good, but...
The E in Meg, a word that doesn't exist, spelled wrong.
Mhm.
Sweet.
I take it
my,
back-
I
I
did
take-
my best, Marwin.
I take
Hopefully
it back
you-
from Vrax and I look at it and
You're not
kinda-
you're not impressed at all. It doesn't look impressive.
it doesn't look impressive, but I'm impressed for the fact that I don't receive presents like this, especially heartfelt ones, very often. So this one means something to me, and kind of get like a glimpse of that on my facial expression. But then I kind of look at him and raise my mug and thank him very much, and I will do everything in my power not to lose this Meg.
I'm
And
gonna.
then I take a drink.
Vrax is gonna take a drink. I know it's bad. I did it with my claw.
And again, at this point, having looked at Hope, who's been not drinking and awfully quiet, while the rest of us have been talking, I'm just gonna say, I know, Hope, you've been awfully quiet while the rest of us have been talking. You are seemingly the most mysterious of all of us. I don't really know much. I know you were escorting Vrax to the south, but I don't really know much more about you. I mean, we've had interactions and talks and have gone shopping and things together, and fought side by side, but I really don't know much about you.
It's true. Let's say I've been. I take a moment to, because I'm not used to people asking me these kind of questions. especially sticking with a group like this. And then I take my hand and I rub the back of my neck. Let's just say that I've been running away from a problem for many, many years.
Hell, my problem threw me out of the bar.
No problem.
This is different.
Mm.
Not sure if I'm ready to tell you, any of you.
Fair enough.
I'm gonna get you to open up to me. You just wait.
Yeah.
I'm gonna keep trying because I have a good feeling about this.
Fortune favors the bold, right, Axton?
See, I'm glad my teachings are paying off. Timora be praised. But in all seriousness, if you do need help with whatever this problem is, I'm here for you.
Let
Okay.
Marwin know. I'll take care of it.
No, I don't think it's. I don't think any of you can help in this situation.
We'll never know until we try.
That's true.
Fortune favors the bold, Hope.
We get it, Marwin.
I mean,
then-
I'm not even this preachy,
Yeah.
and I'm the priest. Like, come on now.
You guys finish up your drinks for
Oh,
the
okay.
sake of time.
Okay.
David, you guys pay for a room. It's 2 gold for for your rooms.
For a night in the inn, we paid 5 gold for 4 drinks.
The morning comes. What you guys plan?
How much did I drink?
You feel fine.
Okay.
For the sake of time, we're not gonna get into. We're on time schedule.
Well, I guess
We should ride.
Yes, head. My brain wants to say west,
South.
but south. That's what I meant.
South.
We're
Well,
going-
good
we're
thing we
going-
didn't go west.
We're going
I must
south,
have had too
Axton.
much to drink last night, guys. All that talking got me all confused.
A little too bold there, Axton. A little too bold.
So you get a good breakfast in. Go over, rent a horse for another couple of days. As you,
Do I still have Belvedere?
yes. As you head south on the road, this road looks kind of the same as the road that was heading west towards Whitebell. It's just a lot of people don't head south anymore because Dragonmere was overrun. It's coming dusk. You guys make camp.
Yeah, we probably should make camp. We want to try to get as much time during the daylight as we can travel. I mean, how many days do we remember? How many day
It's
rides?
just
is
one
supposed to
day.
be? Oh, 1 day. Okay.
Mhm.
Yeah. Well, we should probably make camp and then try to hit this first thing in the morning.
All right.
Do
Do you guys take watches? Or do you guys just sleep through the night?
No, I'm going to pull out that book and cast Lumen's tiny hut.
All right.
I'm sleeping.
So everybody's crammed up once again
Nice and
as
tight. and
as the
cozy.
night goes by uneventfully. Everyone gets a good night's rest. Any spells are back up, and you head back or head south towards Dragonmere. As the mountain range gets closer and closer, you see 2 giant statues on either side of these very large steps leading up to 2 giant double doors. On each one of the statues is a dwarf holding the dwarf on the right is holding a shovel, and the dwarf on the left is holding a hammer that kind of looks similar to yours, Axton. Doesn't have the engravings or anything like that in it, but it's well made statue, and it goes up probably about 250 feet high.
Good lord. Why would they make a statue with a shovel?
Probably because they're miners.
Makes sense.
Do
Yeah,
these statues, are they familiar at all, or?
Roll me
I'm
roll me history.
Oh,
Who's got the highest for history?
I have
Big old one.
a total of 5 for history.
2.
One.
I have a Uno.
0.
Okay. So
You're
Vespire, roll me the history check. I'd say with advantage. So, with everyone kind of talking about themselves and kind of figuring out what's going on with it, you come up to the conclusion that, and thinking back on your royalty studies and stuff, Dragonmere was like the pinnacle of the mining community. So that's where like everything used to come from. They were very well renowned for their excellent craftsmanship, the best jewels in the world, the best, the highest quantity of gold. Everything came from the Royal Ridge. Since that has ceased, the dwarves moved south to Brian Un and Brian Ungar. Ungar is the new mining place, which they get their diamonds, or not diamonds, but they get their gems and gold from there, and they ship it up north.
Okay. So this is just me thinking, like, just knowing this.
Well, everyone's kind of discussing it,
Okay.
like,
So yeah.
oh
fill them
yeah,
in,
yeah, I
let them
remember,
know.
yeah. So as everyone's discussing it, that's what you all kind of gather is this place used to be the pinnacle of the world for gems and gold.
Hmm. Well, maybe if we're lucky, we'll find some of those gems.
That would be good.
I mean, we're after one specific one, but if we find other ones along the way, who can complain?
If we find a lot, then our chances go up.
It's true.
You make your way up the 50 or so steps, and it's probably about 100 feet wide, that narrow up to the doors. The doors are probably about 50 feet wide, 25.
Okay. All right. She said there's. I guess I don't know. Just keep going.
Okay.
Door, you said yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. So as you move, like, because there's been some rocks and stuff that have been piled up to kind of keep the door closed. Actually, I take that back. Sorry, that wouldn't make sense. Anyway,
Oh, okay.
so you push the doors, and they're relatively easy to open, which is kind of strange. Looking at the craftsmanship and kind of comparing it to your own armor, the doors are made out of mithril.
Oh. Wow.
Oh,
How big are these doors?
Yeah.
They're about 100 feet tall.
Whoa, my God! This is probably worth a small fortune alone.
can we get these in the bag of holding?
No.
Holy crap, we can try.
Creaking open the door, looking in and stepping in. You can push the door all the way open if you wanted to as well. There is essentially like a ghost town within the cave itself. There's small buildings around. Looking around, there doesn't look to be a church per se. It just looks completely abandoned. Like everyone picked up and left. Off to the east, whenever you're coming in from the south, you do see an opening, probably about half a mile down the road, that actually leads into more of the cave systems.
Okay. This is like a big town?
It's relatively big. It doesn't look at. It's about the size of Sleet Yard.
Okay.
It's nowhere as big as Hellbrook is now.
Well, nothing like an ominous ghost town to start off an adventure into a mountain.
We've been in situations more ominous.
Yeah, well, so far. Well, I don't know which way you guys want to go. We really... All we have, it says it's somewhere in this mountain. I believe.
Well, if
yes.
we go nowhere, we get nothing. So maybe we should just walk straight.
Okay. Actually, none of these ways look more mine-ish, right? Or is this whole thing the mine?
It looks like over to the east. It looks like that's where they were mining from.
Okay.
Straight ahead, further south, you do see another set of those double doors, but it has a large, like 2 or 3, like boards going across to kind of bar it from being opened from the other side.
Well,
I wonder if we have to go to those ones.
I'm hoping... Well, that's... Bars on the doors typically mean one of two things. They're trying to keep something in or trying to keep something out. But it looks like the mines are over this way, and our only real hint on where this diamond is it's in the mines. And it's pink and about the size of a fist.
Fair enough. Let's go.
All right, so you start heading into the mines. It's pretty dark. Seeing that you're in
Great.
a cave. Does anyone want to light up
Is
torches
it pitch
or?
black or is it?
The further you get away from the door, the darker and darker and darker it gets until it starts becoming pitch
I can
black.
see up to 120 feet.
Mm-hmm.
And
Vespire
I
can
put
see
on
60.
my
I think
goggles.
Vrax can see 60. So everyone else can see 60.
Goggles
And
on.
Oh god, I gotta put my goggles back on. Hold on.
And Vespire, how tall are you?
I think I'm like 6 feet.
Okay. So Vespire, Vrax, actually pretty much everyone except for Marwin. Once you start going into these mines, they're dwarf-sized mines. So
Perfect.
it's shorter. You have to actually duck down.
Gotcha.
And you guys can go shoulder to shoulder. It's big enough for that. There's like a rail in the middle where you can put like a rail car on there, but there's no rail car.
Okay.
So what is the marching order? How are you guys heading into these mines?
Did you just...
you know-
Who can see the best?
I'll go first.
Okay, so Hope is going to take the lead.
I'll back her up then.
All right, Axton, are you standing by her side, or are you kind of just standing kind of behind her?
If I can stand next to her, then yeah, I will.
No, you can.
Okay, then I definitely will.
So Hope and Axton are taking the lead. Who's following up behind Hope and Axton?
I will follow up behind Axton.
Okay.
I'll bring up the rear.
All
All
right.
right, so I'll go in front of Vrax.
Alrighty. So Vrax at the end. Actually, just so that way it's easier. I'm going to say it's kind of like this.
Oh gosh, you can't see.
Okay, that sounds good.
You guys keeping a little bit apart. It looks like a typical mine. There are torches along the side of the mine, or lanterns, pretty much. The lanterns aren't lit. As you make your way down, you end up coming towards a map on the right-hand side of the wall.
Oh, there's okay. Gotta go look at the map.
Okay. You see a bunch of series of tunnels heading off to the direction. Does anybody read Dwarvish?
Me.
All right.
Do you?
Yeah. Well, I had a dwarven, essentially father. So yeah.
As you're reading over the map and the Dwarvish scripture comes in to your mind as you're thinking about it, you see the lower side of the map has like gold. The upper side has gem, and kind of the straight path. It says rare gems.
Okay.
And then kind of turning to the left, you see a bunch of tunnels that lead out different ways. But you figure since going off the map, if you keep straight, you'll eventually find what you're looking for.
Okay.
Is there a spot on the map that says pink diamonds anywhere?
There's a spot that says rare gems, which I'm assuming that's where we want to go, which looks like just heading straight. I'll tell you what, I have a piece. I think I have some parchment. I think. Maybe. I want to kind of make like a little quick sketch of this map.
Yeah.
If I can. So.
So you take about 5 minutes to kind of draw to, you're no cartographer, but
No.
you're able to come up with a rough map.
Okay, that's fine by me. I just, in case we get turned around, maybe we have some idea where we're at.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
All right. So you continue
so
down.
Straight.
All right.
Hmm?
So you guys continue straight down the path as probably about an hour goes by. Actually, more than that. How long do you guys continue to walk? I guess would be my question before you guys want to take a rest.
What time did we get here? This was first thing in the morning, right?
Yeah, it was first thing in the morning. Probably
So
about
if we're
an hour after you guys woke up.
okay, so if we're keeping track of time, roughly, I don't know. What do you guys think? Like 4 hours? Sound good? Like around lunchish time?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, that works for me.
Yeah.
Okay.
So heading down, it kind of keeps on going deeper and deeper and deeper and deeper. It's not really, it's a steady decline, but it's not a straight down decline.
Okay.
About 4 hours goes by and you're still walking with no end to sight, as you can see hope.
Okay. Because I've had experience with this, do I get the feeling that this is an illusion?
You haven't seen a shimmer.
Another waitress.
All right.
You haven't seen a shimmer. You don't think it's an illusion though.
Okay.
How'd David get in this cave?
Yeah, David.
So it's just I'm guessing it's just they're dwarves, so this is just really deep.
Yeah, and there's outlets all the way down where you can see that, and it's looking different every time. So you can see where they've carved out different things, and it doesn't look the same as you continue going down.
Okay. Then.
Different rock sediments and stuff. The deeper you go.
Okay. Good news, guys. It's just really deep. It's not an illusion. Believe me, I've been there. It's embarrassing. You don't want to do it.
Right. Let's keep going then.
We've been traveling for 4 hours so far, just as a heads up. So you know. We can keep going. I don't know if you guys wanted to stop for lunch or not. Just keep going. We really have no idea how deep this is going to go.
Does anybody need to rest?
I'm all set.
I'm okay to
Okay.
keep going.
All right. Well, I guess we'll keep going.
All right. And you guys do take some breaks in between. As you guys continue further and further, kind of losing track of time. It just keeps on going and going, and hours pass, and hours pass, and hours pass.
We hit like 10 hours at that point, roughly, if we have an idea of that. I think maybe we should take a break at 10 hours. Like, that's
Okay.
like a day's walking outside in the forest.
We should have brought our horses.
I don't think they can fit.
Marwin's.
Yeah, Marwin.
So, as everyone kind of,
Sorry, David came over here too.
so as everyone kind of starts getting tired, you feel that the night has crept up on you.
Mhm.
And it's probably time to rest.
Okay. Well,
Is there like a little spot that you just like?
Yeah, I mean, you can. There's like little inlets
Yeah.
where you can go into where they've mined deeper, stopped, and backtracked. They have mined deeper, stopped, backtracked.
why don't we pull off into one of those, and if Hope, you can do that, whatever you've been doing.
Yep.
All right.
Open the book. Do the little. Everyone's tiny hut.
Okay.
Curl
So as
up.
everyone, curls up and, very tight in there together, you wake up, presumably the next day.
As far as we know.
Yeah. Full night's rest. Everyone feels good. You guys have a quick little breakfast as you head out. About 5 hours go by. And then finally, Hope kind of stops the group as she sees a cliff towards the end and an opening. You do see a rope, though.
Wonderful.
What is it?
I thought, unless you want to fall down this cliff, but there's a rope where you can maybe go across. Actually, is the rope like going up, or do we do a cross?
It's vertical.
We're going down, then?
Yes.
Oh.
Oh, okay, so we just kind of like so
We cliffhanger down the side of the mountain.
yeah, basically. Okay, so I'm gonna grab the rope and kind of like pull on it and
It's
start going down.
feels secure.
Okay.
Okay.
Is this going to hold us all? How
maybe.
deep is it?
Looking over, Vrax, you see about 60 feet until it's just darkness for you.
Yes.
Hope, you looking out, it's about 120 feet, and it's darkness. And kind of looking around, it's a very big open pocket.
Is there any loose rocks lying around?
Yeah.
All right, I'm gonna pick one up and just drop one down the hole.
Okay.
Nice.
So Vrax, kind of moving people aside, picks up a decent sized rock as he holds it over, lets it go.
1,000, 2,000, 3,000.
Guys, I'm not going down there.
Why not?
Did you hear how deep that is? We can't even hear.
There's a rope.
That's great.
Oh,
See?
is that it just hit?
That had to have been 500,000 feet.
20,000 leagues.
I mean, I look at my little crudely drawn map. There's, you know what? There might be another tunnel. Like, we might only have to go down 130 feet, and then there's a tunnel.
130 feet down a rope?
I-
I'm
Guys.
strong, but I ain't that strong.
I have a good feeling about
Well, two things.
Fortune favors the bold one.
Two
There it
things.
was.
First thing, fortune does favor the bold. Second thing, I'm going to go first so that if we do have any mishaps, I don't fall on all of you.
Can I ride on your shoulder?
No.
Or
I start
how
to
about
get
this?
onto the rope.
Wait. Wait. Oh,
Can you use a bird?
I can.
my bird's not here.
I
Yeah,
can though.
Do you have
I have a
something we
bird.
could maybe fly around down below us and see how far down we can go? Would
What
you guys
bird
have
do you
one
have,
of those
Axton?
like voodoo
You have an
spells?
owl?
Yes, I do. I have a an eagle owl because they look orange and angry, and I.
An eagle owl.
If you look
They're
it up,
funny.
they're just like
I am
Yeah.
right now. Actually, I'm googling it.
I have a bird I can use too. And Vrax looks down at the hole and flips his middle finger at it.
yeah. I have. If find familiar, I can
They
summon
look-
my
Angry.
yeah. So I
Vrax
can-
is just standing there, holding the rope in one arm, waiting. Like everybody's like,
thinking about it.
wait.
So I'll summon my eagle owl. I'm gonna call her Mira, and I'm gonna send her down and see if she can't
All right.
see how far.
The link is 100 feet, right?
Yep. Yeah.
Okay. As Mira comes out of like some white smoke, it soars past Vrax as it makes its caw owl noise, and tucks its wings in and dives down. It gets to math. It gets about
I need a mathematics check.
like almost right there out of your range, and you see a wooden bridge going across.
Okay. Is this at the end of
About
my
90
connection?
feet.
Okay. Great.
So with her vision, you guess it's about 150 feet down.
Okay, I'm gonna call her back up to me.
Okay. She soars back up.
Guys, it looks like it's only. I know it's a lot, but it's 150 feet, roughly. Be my guess. There's a bridge
Straight down.
straight down.
Great.
Listen, I actually have a climber's kit. I come prepared. But as I go down, I can set pitons into the wall, put a rope through it, so maybe if somebody does slip, we don't all the way into nothing. We can maybe,
Did you
Like
say
have-
pitons?
yes.
Well, I can actually cast fly. If
Well.
Vrax, if you feel comfortable, because just in case, do you want to fly?
You'll be going back to your roots.
Yeah, you are a dragon.
That
Dragon. No wings, dragon.
is not appropriate. And no, I'll use the rope.
Well,
Hey.
can I take his spot?
Yes.
Yes.
I cast fly on myself and Marwin.
All right. So Marwin, you start to levitate. It's kind of odd for you because you've never done it before. Hope has, so you're kind of like kicking your feet and trying to keep balance up. It's a very weird experience for you, being the first time that you've done it. As you're
Just-
lifted off the ground.
Just think.
Happy
Forward.
thoughts?
Backward. Where do you want to go? As I go ahead and I just like jump down.
Alrighty. So Hope brushes past Vrax as she jumps down and essentially floats down while flying.
If only we could all be so lucky.
Maybe I was stronger.
So Vrax, do you want to go first with the rope?
Yup, let's do this. And I hang onto the rope and I pull myself over the edge and test my weight a little bit, and then foot by foot start to go down.
Yep. So Vrax slowly disappears into the darkness.
Okay.
Marwin, you're still
here.
like floating.
I'm
right there
still
behind.
trying to figure it out.
Yeah. I mean, eventually you start getting the hang of it. Doesn't take you that long, being
All right,
arcane
then
of nature.
I'm gonna go off the side and try to catch Vrax and like float down with him as he's going down the rope.
Okay.
She's like, "Hey, buddy, what's going on?"
All right, Vespire, I'll go next, and that way I can set some like marker points as we go down in case.
Carabiners.
Yeah,
They're called
basically.
pitons.
Yes.
Do I find the ground eventually?
Yeah, you eventually find the bridge, and the bridge is pretty well made. And then kind of looking over with your 120 feet worth of dark vision, there's other series of bridges that basically are not. It looks like kind of like a hand of a clock going around.
Okay. Oh, I see. Oh, okay.
But you can see all the way across the bridge. It's about 80
Okay.
feet.
Okay. I'll wait on the bridge.
All right.
I will swing over the side as well, heading down. When like, I know it's like 150 feet down, so like, I get 25 feet down, I'm gonna tap a little,
Gotcha.
every 25 feet, tap a little marker in there with a rope through it. Just kind of loop the rope around it so that we don't slip. We kind of have like a stopgap.
Yeah, and then Vespire heads after. Everyone makes it down eventually. No real trouble. I mean, there's a couple of slips here and there, but nothing that is too major. And everybody gets kind of towards the bridge.
Okay. How's the bridge look? Is it sturdy?
Yes,
I mean,
it looks-
we're 5 of us are standing on it, so I hope
Yeah.
that it's sturdy.
Can we see the other end of the bridge? How long is it?
Hope can, but nobody else can.
Yeah, you can see 60 feet, and there's 80 feet total.
Hope, can you see the
Are
end
we
of
on the bridge, like close to the edge, like to the mountainside?
Right. And
All right.
behind you
I
is
want to
another
grab
cavern.
I want to grab a handful of dust from the sand on the ground and throw it out onto the bridge.
Okay. Some of
You
it
can fly.
speckles. Yeah, some of it
Yeah.
speckles through the cracks.
I've always wanted to do that. Don't ask why.
Oh, I know.
Fair enough.
He's a pendant
Yes.
man.
Well, it's a cross, and then if you look down, there's more bridges. Like it seems that to go down. So
Okay.
I just start walking out across the bridge.
Okay. I mean, you could fly, but if you want to walk.
oh yeah, I'm flying.
Mhm.
I got
So Hope's kind of hovering above the bridge,
Yeah.
just making
I'm
sure
walking.
that everyone is, walking. Everybody has their hands on the rails walking down. It kind of sways back and forth a little bit, and you hear that. It's kind of echoing through the cavern. You make your way across, just fine.
And I decide I now want to walk. 'cause
Okay.
It's probably been more than 10 minutes now.
Everybody's still in the same marching order.
Yep.
Yeah.
So you start heading into it, and you see a little bit of light come from kind of a crack that has like a slight opening on the very bottom, big enough where Marwin can fit in easily, but Vrax is gonna have some trouble fitting in. But you see some light kind of illuminating from there. I need everyone to roll me perception checks.
23.
17.
Okay.
14.
16.
10.
Alrighty.
10.
It's not a hard hear, but you hear some like hooping.
What's it? Can you tell me what a hooping is?
Like whoop whoop. Like
Oh.
they're.
Perfect.
It sounds like there's a commotion going on. Axton, roll me a nature check.
Here goes. 7.
You're not quite sure what these creatures could be?
Can I roll a nature check?
No.
Can I roll a nature check?
No.
Why don't we all roll for stealth checks?
So as you start making your way forward, everyone roll stealth.
I do.
Yeah.
23.
14.
21.
Not stealthy.
That's what you rolled? Not stealthy?
Yeah, that's what it's told me back.
So, as Vrax starts walking forward, he's motioning everyone down. So everybody kind of stays still and kind of gets down, doing your traditional stealthy. Vrax moves up to the crack, kind of looks through it, puts his hand on one side of the pillar as it slips. The whole side of this boulder falls in and falls down. And Vrax, looking around, you see roughly 30 goblins hanging around as it goes toof, poof, and all their gaze looks up at you. And that's where we're going to take our second break.
And that's where I take a poop.
So stick around. We'll be right back after a little 5-minute break. So,
Which is super convenient for me because loincloth.
yeah. We'll be right back.